This is Father Jonathan Meyer. Welcome to the last Sunday of Ordinary Time. It is the solemnity of Christ the King. Amen. Here in Dearborn County, a few weeks ago, we put crowns on the heads of all of the statues of the Sacred Heart of Jesus as a reminder to proclaim, to crown, to honor He who is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Our gospel passage for this Sunday, the solemnity of Christ the King, is John 18, 33 through 37. John 18 is the story of the Passion, and this is the dialogue that takes place between Jesus and Pilate. And Pilate is asking the question, are you a king? Are you a king? And of course, Jesus says that I am a king. My kingdom does not belong to this world. My attendants would be fighting to keep me from being handed over to the Jews. But as it is, my kingdom is not here. He is a king. For us as Americans, the word king, of course, is a little bit repulsive. Our whole country was founded off of the breaking off and severing from a king. And yet we are called to acknowledge that Jesus is our king. We are called to say, I am your servant. I will bow down. I will worship you. I will serve you. I don't believe in taxes, no taxation without representation, but I'm also going to financially give you my money, Jesus. I'm going to tax myself. And I'm willing to die if need be for my king and for the kingdom. This is what it means. You know, when we talk about the sacrament of confirmation, we often talk about the fact that I'm going to be called to become a soldier of Christ, right? In the ancient rite, not the ancient rite, but the rite prior to the Second Vatican Council of nation, the young person being confirmed was given a liturgical slap in the face to make them ready and to be awake and alert because they were made a soldier of Christ. A soldier of Christ means that you're fighting for a kingdom. And whose kingdom is that? It's Jesus' kingdom because He is a king. So, great question this week. Do I live like I am the servant of a king? Do I act like I'm living for another kingdom? Or do I just act like I'm living for this world? How do I really live my life as if I am living for a king? How do I serve Him? How do I lay down my life? How is everything that's mine really His? But then also, because He is my king, I should also know, do I feel protected? Do I feel loved? Do I feel wanted? Do I feel honored? Do I feel safe in the arms of a king? And the king that we have, of course, is the king who washes our feet. The king who feeds us with His body and blood. The king who forgives us. The king who gives us everything. Let's rejoice on the solemnity of Christ the King in a beautiful way. Of course, we enter into the great season of Advent. We enter into this great time. We have, of course, Thanksgiving this upcoming week. I hope you join us for the pre-Turkey Day 5K on Wednesday evening, on Gobble Wobble on Thanksgiving Day. We are so blessed. So much to be thankful for. And I hope that on Thanksgiving Day that you, in front of your family and your friends, you say, you know what? I'm most thankful for having a king. A king that loves me. A king that saves me. As we enter into the upcoming Advent season, let's do so with faith, with hope, with joy, with expectation of joy. I would also like to say this weekend, by the way, Bright Lights kicks off. If you live locally here, you better show up. It's going to be amazing. I'm just going to tell you right now that the 12 Days of Christmas exhibit, which is my new addition this year, I really hope touches people's hearts and teaches them about the persecution of Catholics in England in the 16th century and how they passed on the faith in a musical, whimsical, but also very serious and catechetical way. So have a blessed Thanksgiving. Know of my prayers for all of you. Please pray for me and for the great things that God is doing here in Dearborn County. God bless you. There's discussion questions down below. As always, peace and God bless.